Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Professor Black was terrible before he decided to cancel Quidditch. That decision was the icing on the cake, if you ask me.
I don't know what.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor. Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. done. Once it can be harvested, your destiny will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different... You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs. Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab a few of those. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that...
I suppose they could prove useful.
Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, and good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime.
But those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me like... tearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for house as in the great...
Incendio.
I've learned almost all of the Goblin Rebellion.
Shouldn't there be aurors or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogwarts?
Professor Black would never allow it. It would make him look completely
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment you can find the ingredients you needed. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be... Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more... Come and see me when you've finished brewing.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his...
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary... I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd... I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable.
Remember,
Revelio.
could not be that.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wigan.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld.
I'm glad I was able to get it right.
You must simply have a knack for potion. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor...
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait,
Lumos.
It's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon tongue!
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
Revelio.
Points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Revelio. 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 This looks intriguing.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ran...
I'm all right at the moment. I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they...
A bit odd. But whatever the reason, I realized something that day. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men, I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer have...
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right.
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. In the meantime, remember,
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, sir.
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi. And
What do you have to say?
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio.
But Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home. Especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough.
Revelio.
I'm tired of your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me? Hmm?
Very well, Mummy.
Never thought Ramrock's...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your...
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too... When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me...
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I'll have taken your life before you even...
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Time to hang up! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You cannot be a student of the modern day!
Incendio!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your... Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little crony.
It's a long story, but thank you.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya, best get moving on my wrist.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious
fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work. Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writing. I had just arrived to test my theory when I... You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do... I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these piles.
Incendio!
Forbid!
The flames make the pile sink.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that...
We can indeed. However, how does it work? I must review my...
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those tell... You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
some assistance?
Lumos. Hello. Can...
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. I was hoping someone would come along soon. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom.
Diving into the lake.
Splendid!
What do you need help with?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogwarts. They never returned. We can't be sure. We only know that neither they... Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on, or a treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night.
It sounds dangerous.
I understand. But I'd be forever. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down... I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detect...
Of course, Mr. Ollivander.
Wonderful. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos. Could it be a Merlin trial? Accio. Incendio. Accio. Accio.
I would say that I'm...
Merlin himself would be proud. Accio! Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls. Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? Accio! I recognize those handles. Oh, no statues here. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. Revelio. Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Incendio. I'd best keep looking. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Incendio. Reparo. Accio. Lumos. Nothing. Accio! No statues here. Here's a welcome surprise. I'd best keep looking. Accio! Nothing. No statues here. This'll do nicely. I'd best keep looking. Nothing. I'll take that, thank you. Accio! Here's a welcome surprise. No statues here. This'll do nicely. Revelio. What's happening?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't, really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons. But as you can see, I never got the chance.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.